is on the side scan.
Yes.
If you're trolling, will it mark bait fish?
Yes, it will clearly, but it will not tell you the height of it.
Okay.
It will not show you the height of it.
You know, now what's the distance that it'll mark a fall?
Clearly, okay, here goes. When I get this asked all the time, if you buy a hummingbird side image versus a Lowrance side image, that's the first question we have to ask. A Lowrance has an optimum working speed from 1.2 mile an hour to 10, 12 mile an hour, but it'll side image at 30 mile an hour. A hummingbird has an operating range of 2.7 to 6.5 mile an hour. The Lowrance will have twice the range, but all the bass guys set them at about 80 feet. At 80 feet, you'll get a very clear reading. You'll see, if there's a stolen bike in the water, you'll see the cranks and the chain. So at 80 feet, you'll see clear detail. At 150 feet, you see one-third the detail. So if you want a clean reading, for muskie fishing, it doesn't matter because you're trolling at 4.5, and you're going to be 150 because you'll see the air bladder of the fish, so it doesn't matter. You just move your cursor, save it, and you'll know where your next troll line is going to be. It's quite simple. But you're marking a big fish with a big air bladder. Okay, that's back to the argument. When I'm, for example, Rice Lake, I'll go 9.5 feet of water in the early spring when I'm rip jigging bucktails, and I'll do one pass for 5 minutes, and I'll have 8 weed points, the outside points. I'm going to rip all 8 of those, and I'm gone, because I'll know where the outside weed points are. And I'm just going to waypoint each one and hit each one. I'm gone. That's how I fish it. So I try to go as fast as I can, mark it, and I'm done. I've done what I had to do.
And the other question I was going to ask you, we're talking about the ping speed. You said it was
75.
75.
Yes, sir.
For trollers, right?
Yes, sir.
Why would you not turn that up?
At 100%, it's 4 times a second. You would not do the process. You'd have to turn down your sensitivity and your clarity because you get so much clutter. And guys that don't know how to differentiate the graph as well, there's too much information for them.
Okay, well I do turn mine up, but I turn down my sensitivity and the clarity.
I didn't want to confuse everybody.
Okay,
here.
so that's still.
Ideally, okay, here goes nothing, guys. Ideally, if I was ice fishing, I'm not moving. My ping speed's at 100%, and I fine-tune the sensitivity so when I got the smallest jig in 90 feet of water off Lake Simcoe, if I can see my repeller go up and down, every jig, then it's set up perfectly. If I can't, I fine-tune it till I do that. But I'm not moving, I'm not changing my speed, I'm not changing my depth. Okay, this is very key here. When you're ice fishing, 100% manual mode. If you're trolling and you're generally 130 feet of water in the blue zone, 200 feet of water, you can kind of fine-tune it manually because you're going to kind of stay out there at that range. So for ease of normal people, 75% auto sensitivity, all depth range. It won't confuse you. You'll get a very clean, simple readout. This guy first.
Just a question. You were talking about the ice fishing, and I get this conversation all the time in the store. People are saying the Vexler is just way better than a fish finder.
Not even close. Okay, here's the argument back. On the In-Fisherman's website, which is actually sponsored by Vex, and on the YouTube, they've got a Markham 5, Ice 22, Ice 55, Showdown, and the X67 Lowrance. There's only one unit in 100 feet of water that'll pick up a 1/32 ounce jig head jigging in 100 feet of water, and that's the Lowrance X67, which is 1/3 the price of everything on the market. On the In-Fisherman's website, it rates the X67 as the #1 flasher because it has a 4 times refresh rate in 1 second. The Vex has a 2 times refresh rate in 1 second. You can't fake that. You can set the angle of the cone angle. The Vex and the Elite 5, for example, they're way better because they're dual frequencies, which means when 2 guys are off bear point, one guy goes to 83 kilohertz, one guy goes to 200, they're not cross-talking. So guys will go up to an Elite 5 ice machine because it's the same price as a Vex, but you get a GPS for free and you get dual frequencies and blah, 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 blah. So it's a very smart question.
At what sensitivity level would you need to set it at to pick up a thermocline?
You don't, because at a shallow water mode on Erie, a general mode on Lake Ontario, you're going to be it's going to be fine-tuned nicely. It's going to be an auto sensitivity. When the water hits 76, 78, it's going to thermocline. If it hits 80, it's going to thermocline with 2 thermoclines. Anytime the water gets 10 degrees cooler, it's going to show you a blue fuzz line. As you zoom in, you're going to see the blue fuzz line. And when you see the blue fuzz line, you're going to know that's your thermocline. And that's the height. Very smart question. I'm going to show you something here. We're going to go to a fish finder mode. Okay. We're on our fish finder. I'm going to turn the simulator on.